Hi everyone, and welcome to the Wexpo Connect interviews for 2020. My name is Jess Scannell. I'm from Welcoming Sport. I'm the Welcoming Sport coordinator for Welcoming Australia here in Victoria. I'm really excited to be joined by Yvonne from West Lalor Tennis Club and also by Valentina Shamoun, who is an advisory group member for Welcome to the Game. Welcome to the Game is one of Welcoming Sport's initiative that supports access to sport and recreation for people from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds and people with disabilities. So we're really grateful to be involved in Wexpo Connect 2020 and just learn about all of the great things that local sports clubs in Whittlesea are doing to make their whole communities feel welcome. Before we jump into the interview, I'd just like to acknowledge that we are meeting today on Aboriginal lands, and I'd like to pay my respects to the elders of the Wurundjeri land, which is where Whittlesea is based, and especially as we're starting this interview round during NAIDOC week, I think it's really important to acknowledge and pay respects to the traditional owners. Might just introduce Val. Val's actually going to be doing the interview today. I'm just here to facilitate. Valentina is an amazing advocate for inclusion in sport, particularly in women's sport, and she's also an elite soccer player. Val, I'd love you to tell us a little bit about your story and how you got involved with sport and why you think it's so important.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jess. Hi, Yvonne. Nice to meet you. Just a little bit about myself. I guess I wasn't born here. I was actually born in Iraq. Growing up, I always loved to play soccer with my brother. Growing up overseas, being a girl and being involved in sport wasn't really a thing. So, fast forward, I moved from there, went to Syria, and then from Syria as well. Like, we played a lot of, we call it street soccer, street football. When I, got to Australia in about 2004, it was really interesting to see a different, environment and dynamic in sports. Obviously, some of the challenges for, a new arrival in Australia would be, language barriers and even cultural barriers as well. So it was very difficult at the start for me to try and navigate, my way through. It was really difficult to get to training. From a cultural perspective, women are not always supported to go out and play sports. So that was definitely something that I had to face growing up. But, I just like to keep pushing through. And then from then onwards, I moved to Essendon Royals, and I am currently there. This is my I'm going on to my third year, but we're not including the COVID season. So we're technically going into our second year. And that's been my journey basically.
Fantastic. I just always think it's so inspirational to see how people, once they love sport, I think they hold on to it, and it can really, break down so many barriers. And I think you're a real testament to that, Val. So thank you so much for sharing your story. And I'd love if you want to take it away and maybe ask Yvonne what she's doing to support, more people to enjoy sport.
Sure. My questions to you and your club are, what options does your club have, for people to play? So like that can be like teams, any casual, any programs that you guys run?
Yes. So look, we have a number of playing opportunities for people, and that's whether you want to be a competitive tennis player or whether you want to play socially. So we do have competition teams. We also have coaching, or you could just come along and book a court, and you can be a member and participate in social events. So there's plenty of options for people out there. And also with the casual play, you can also book a court through our online booking system, which is quite simple to use.
Oh, wonderful. Why is your club a good place to play?
Okay, well, I think West Lalor Tennis Club is a fantastic place to play. And one of the reasons is that I think we offer a really welcoming environment for people of all playing abilities. And anyone can just come along and participate. And that can be either at a social level or playing competition tennis as well. Um, In terms of like welcoming multicultural communities, we're also able to provide information to people in multiple languages as well. So if anyone is struggling, we're there to support and help and get you out on court. Another thing is, in the past, we have run a lot of multicultural community programs, and one that's been quite a success is we ran a tennis program for Muslim women.
Oh, wow, wonderful.
And, it was amazing to see that if you create the right environment, how people will come to play. So, you know, we had programs where we had, you know, not many women participating. And then when I went and I reached out to the Muslim community, within 2 weeks of running the program, we had over 40 women attending sessions. So it was a huge success. And yeah, we provide a fantastic environment that's welcoming to everybody. And I think something that's unique about our club as well is that we also offer a female coaching team as well, which is really important when working with the Muslim community.
Wonderful. I think you've just tackled my next question, but that's really insightful, and it's really great to see your club do all that and take into consideration, you know, women from, you know, cold backgrounds. You know, it's really important. I think sometimes you do need to go out of your way and try to, you know, personally get in touch with, you know, these people and build all these rapport. So that's wonderful to see that, you know, your club's doing that. Now, my next question is, if I wanted to get involved, how would I get involved?
Well, probably the best way to get involved would be to Google West Laylaw Tennis Club, and the information that would be provided was a little bit of information about our coaching programs, our competition, and also about how to go about getting a membership. So actually, I've got some information here to hold up so that if anyone would like to take this down. So yeah, you can visit the website at West Laylaw Tennis Club. And we also have a Facebook page, or you could also give me a call or a text on 0411 443627.
Wonderful. Now, I mean, I know you briefly touched on this, but I mean, is your club inclusive of people who have recently arrived in Australia?
Definitely. I think we have quite a wide number of people that attend our club from all different cultures. And if anyone was struggling, say if there was a language barrier, we would find a way to welcome you at our club. And also just little things like what we've done in the past is if we run social events, you know, we also cater to the dietary requirements of different cultures. So when we have a barbecue, we offer things like halal food. We've catered to the Hindu community and vegetarian, and yeah, just trying to make people as welcome as possible.
That's wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much for all that, Yvonne. I think my questions are finished. But yeah, no, it's really great to see, you know, your clubs, you know, taking into consideration everybody from all these different backgrounds. It definitely makes people feel a lot more, you know, welcome and most definitely more included, especially in an environment that they want to be a part of. So yeah, so thank you for that. I think that's done. That's it for me.
Thank you. I think for us at the club, it's really just about, you know, anyone that wants to play tennis will give you that opportunity. And myself, I come from an Italian background, and, you know, I understand my grandparents, they struggled with English, and I think that barrier stopped them from participating in a lot of things. And
Definitely.
we just want everyone to know that at West Laylaw, if you come along, we will find a way to get you out on court and make you welcome.
That's wonderful. Yeah, it's a really good point you made there about, you know, the language barrier. I think it does prevent people from, you know, it makes people shy away from going out there and feeling a little bit confident in terms of communicating with others, and then that can sometimes, you know, hinder people from participating in these activities. So it's really good to see your club, you know, taking everybody else into consideration and just going out of their way and making people feel welcome. So that's really wonderful to hear. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much, Yvonne, and thank you so much, Val, for your time. And I guess to anyone who is new to the city of Whittlesea, or perhaps has been in the city of Whittlesea for a while and hasn't got involved in sport, if you're thinking of doing so, reach out to West Lalor Tennis Club if you're in the area, and they will make sure you feel welcome and enjoy some tennis. And for sure, I think everyone needs to get out and get active, given the year that we've all been through in Victoria. So we would certainly encourage it. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.